Coach, what have you seen so far from this year that has made the biggest improvement from last year?
I'd say strength and speed. It's been in my room, and then as a team, our strength staff did a phenomenal job this summer. One of the best summer off seasons I've ever seen in my life, just in regards to people getting bigger, stronger, faster. And so in my room and just team overall. And then I'll also say that this team is unlike any I've ever been around. They love being around each other. And so it is a true team, family atmosphere. So it's a lot of fun.
How's the improvement in your room evolved over the summer?
Yeah, I think that, like I said, they've all gotten bigger and stronger. Mason's up to 270, Baylor's 260. That's some large humans that can run, but becoming just more explosive. They've really become students of the game as well. They're watching film all the time. I go by the meeting room, they're sitting there watching film. And so it's been kind of fun to watch their transformation as, just a young football player to someone that has a pro mindset in college.
So what's the one thing that you still feel like you need to have your room improve on before first game?
I would say each kid kind of has their own thing. We do a thing daily, 1%. Each kid has something that they are focused on that day. So that's their 1% that they need to get better at that day. Overall, it's a tough question because they're so different. But most of them have really embraced that physical mindset. Still working a lot of top of routes, just route urgency. The effort's been phenomenal though, and they're also coachable. It's a fun group to work with.
Who has really impressed you the most so far?
I think Mason has had a phenomenal summer, and him being limited, he wasn't out, he was perfectly fine, but him being limited last spring, you just kind of wonder what's it going to be like with him having that much time without being full pads, and he has come out guns a-blazing, and he has had a phenomenal camp so far. But J. New York's another guy that has just stepped up, and a guy that started as a walk-on, and he's just embracing his role, going to be a four-core guy on special teams. He's going to be a huge asset to our team, and he'll help us in the tight end room as well.
Fair to say that the tight end was an up-and-down position last year, at least from an offensive production standpoint. Some of that was probably week-to-week defense. Some of that was with regards to needing them to be held back for some offensive blocking. What do they need to do most to improve their offensive production this season?
It's funny. A lot of people view production as just catches, and that's honestly not the case at all. It really isn't. Seeing what our guys do, I would put them with some of the best O-linemen in the country, and what they're doing to defensive ends has been really impressive. And the quarterbacks are smart. They're not going to throw to a covered guy. So if they're not open, we're not going to throw to them. So it has nothing to do with trying to get on the ball. We're going to throw to the open guy. It just depends on what coverage it is. It depends on some weeks we want to go a little more 11-piece, some weeks more 12-piece. So really just kind of depends on the defense, and depends on what the defense is giving us.
Coach, you talked about Jaden a little bit. You didn't really see him a whole lot at tight end last year. What would you say he excels at tight end?
For being the most undersized, he probably has the most just violent mindset. He loves being a physical guy. He's a technician. And then as well, his speed. He hit over 21 miles per hour this summer on the catapult system. So, he's not as big, but he is a strong physical dude that can run. And again, he loves football.
Building off Jeff's question, not needing to be part of the blocking, how does that open your guys to make a bigger contribution?
Yeah, so that's a good question. So I would say, we feel a lot more comfortable with the O-line this year. There's some young guys that have grown up from last year, and then also have two new guys in there that are doing a phenomenal job right now. So now we may not need to, go 7-man pro as much. We can do some stuff and put a little bit more on the O-line, which will get the tight ends out some, so out more than last year. But Coach Kitley does a phenomenal job, scheming stuff up, and we're not just going to try and force a square peg in a round hole. We're going to take what the defense gives us. So
We got time for one or two more. Or we can move on.
Speaking of Kitley, you guys give him a hard time yesterday with his birthday?
Oh yeah. We call him the wizard around here. We had. It's funny, he's such a prominent figure in Lubbock. We had every restaurant bringing food in for the wizard, and I mean, it was funny. We had a good time around here, though.
All right, group. Thanks,
Awesome.
Coach.
Appreciate y'all.